Hello, my name is Steve Lang. I'm the Assistant Director of Career Services at Central Washington University's Des Moines Center. My guest today is Steve Maddox. He's the Service and Special Projects Manager at Adept Mechanical in Kent, Washington. Steve completed his bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in finance and a minor in accounting at Central Washington University in 2019, and has been in his current position at Adept since 2018. Welcome, Steve.
How are you doing, Steve?
We're doing well. To be respectful of your time, I will just jump right into the first question we have for you. You know, in viewing your LinkedIn profile, it looks like you worked for a number of years before you went to college. So I'm kind of curious to know what motivated you to return to school to complete your bachelor's degree, and then what did you do to attain your current position?
Good question. So as I started working right out of high school, just needed to earn a living. And I had reached a point as the operations manager of a small engineer firm where I couldn't really proceed any further with only a high school education. And I knew I wanted more. So I started going to school for my associates and pushed right through to getting my bachelor's. While I was working on my bachelor's, I found that I wanted something more. So I started working with Adept Mechanical, which was a subcontractor that I used regularly, and giving them pointers and helping with kind of a cultural transition. And one thing led to another. I started working here, and 2 years later, I'm still kicking away and having fun.
Mhm. So how did, when you initially applied, did you applied while you were going to school because you were familiar with the company? Is that what I heard you say?
No, it was more of working with the company and having industry knowledge.
Mhm.
I had a relationship with the owner of the company, and what I was doing was applying the different topics that I was learning through the education
Mhm.
to his business. And eventually he just said, "Hey, why don't we bring you on full time?
Mhm.
What you've helped out with so far has, helped out quite a bit." And it was doing risk analysis. It was doing a lot of the different tools that we're learning throughout the course of the education. So anything from supply chain to business management to finance, I was able to apply for him, and he saw the value, and just, yeah, kind of was a little bit unconventional, but it was through helping him and his company that brought me to working for Adept full time.
I think that's a really great story. You know, that networking and then actually doing something for someone, and then they realize your value and they offer you a job. So tell me, what do you like most about your job?
I'm making a difference. So I negotiate contracts, manage service calls, manage large scale projects, and also I'm the person that people call when they can't flush their toilet. So it's a lot of being able to serve the community, and we produce a tangible product that people feel better after using. So it's nice to have that value proposition that people appreciate so much, and it feels great to help people.
Mhm. So, so just helping people is what you really enjoy the most about it, helping them solve their problems. So what do you like least about the job?
Getting a 2 o'clock in the morning phone call because water leaks always happen at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night. Otherwise, it's a lot of fun, and having the responsibilities and having having the ability to make decisions and to work with my teammates to where they can serve the clients properly, and helping my coworkers and teammates grow both personally and professionally. Uh, there's not really much to complain about. The hours are flexible. The work location is great, and the team is fun to work with. We've got some interesting personalities here.
Yeah. Well, I heard you refer to a couple plumbing issues. I know you're an, engineering or mechanical firm. Is plumbing the majority of what you do, or you also mentioned contracting and that kind of stuff? So, um,
We're a mechanical contractor that works on plumbing.
Okay.
And with mechanical contracting, it's kind of broken up into two specialties. One is more HVAC and air or the dry side, and the other is wet or plumbing. So when you say that you're a mechanical contractor, that means that you work on boilers, which are what the high rises use to generate hot water. One of my employees actually just finished a job working for a major federal client that's here locally that not many of us know about, working on their boilers, making sure they had hot water for their destruction of money.
Mm-hmm. So most of your business is that mostly commercial related, or do you also do, so if you're a contractor, you're probably mostly doing commercial, or do you also work in residential?
It's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a lot of residential. So somebody remodeling a bathroom, they'll have their primary contractor break everything out. We'll come in and we'll fix the plumbing, make sure either their shower, their tub, their toilet, all of that's in the right place, and then the contractor will come back and do all the painting and finishes.
Mm-hmm.
So and then also we do new construction. Uh, One of our current projects is working on affordable housing, um, and that new construction boom for affordable housing, building a lot of those little 5-story buildings so that people can live and be close to where they work.
Mm-hmm. So in your daily work, what do you think are the most important skills you use daily?
Time management, time management and critical thinking. Oftentimes I have 5 different high priority items dumped on my plate. I need to decipher through them, compare it to my current schedule, and then prioritize. Uh, every day is a little bit different, and there's only so much that I can plan that I have to leave some of it open. And then critical thinking. So something's brought to my attention, and how can we make sure that we have an equitable decision, that's we're taking care of the customer, we're taking care of the company, we're taking care of ourselves when we're making that decision. And I'm not a plumber, however I work with plumbers, so taking from the business world and communicating with somebody that is at a high school education, however extremely talented, and communicating with them at a level that I understand and they understand, and then converting that information over to something that a layperson, a homeowner, or a business owner can understand. So it's, yeah, lots of time management, lots of critical thinking, and yeah.
Just to add to that, can you give me, is there a pretty brief or simple example you can give me of a recent experience that you had that where you utilize those?
So I was approached about 2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
by a major contractor here in the greater Seattle area. And they said, hey, we need to update a living facility to meet COVID mandates. And normally we have a couple months, between 2 months to a year, to plan for a project and to execute. They said 2 weeks ago that they want us to start on Monday of this week. So it was a matter of breaking apart what is needed in order for the project to move forward. We need the contract. We need to understand the job itself. We need to make sure to get them a good price. And also I need to look at my schedule to see what my staffing requirements are going to be. Once I had all that information in front of me, I could prioritize, okay, when am I going to work on the contract? When am I going to work on the permit? When am I going to send out bids for materials? Who am I going to have manage the project? And I slice it apart and work through those details. And we got kicked off on Monday, and we're we're slowly but surely getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really nice 4-week-long project, and it's increasing the capacity of a homeless shelter and allowing them to have facilities that are COVID compliant, so we can reduce the spread of the virus. So it's kind of tagging along with our current situation, and
Mhm.
as well as, just being able to look at a large pie and break it apart into its small components and get through them.
That's a great example. Yeah, doing a real service for the community as well.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for someone who might be interested in pursuing a similar career or occupation as yours?
Something that I read a while back was, and uh, who's the CEO? Richard Branson, CEO of Virgin. If you're offered the position, take it, because over the course of 5 to 6 months, you will get to know it and you will be able to thrive. And because they have confidence in you, they being the employer, you should have the confidence in yourself that you can take it down. I had never worked a day in plumbing until July of 2018. And now I manage the service department and am able to communicate with people at a very high level. And I didn't have that knowledge years ago. I just knew and I understood the essentially the business aspect of it. And I learned the rest as I went. And it's a lot of fun. I still learn something new every single day, but if you're given the opportunity, take it. And that goes for this industry, that goes for really any industry.
It's good advice. So, well, Steve, I thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate the information you shared about your career path and your current position at Adept. And to our viewers, thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out our other Discover Your Path informational interviews on our Central Washington University Career Services YouTube channel. Good day.
Thank you very much.